it's a fun time. Well, I always like it when we have these athletes guys in here.
I know.
It's lots of fun.
People who inspire is what this show is all about, to include even at the end we're going to see some skydiving footage that you might have missed. But Terry Boykin joins us today. He is the owner, the CEO of Playmakers Basketball.
Hi, Terry.
Hey, how you doing?
Playmaker, how are you?
I'm great.
He got them big hands. Do these look like basketball hands when you see these? I can't grip one.
You ready?
Is it ready?
Yeah, one of mini basketball. Go ahead.
Tell us about Playmaker Basketball. What is that all about?
Years ago, I played basketball all my life, and after finishing playing ball in college, there still was a void there of being around the game, and going back and watching middle school games and high school games, I decided there was a limited time where high school coaches could really spend with the kids in the off season. But during that time, we saw a time where kids were maybe struggling with working on the skill sets and that type of thing. So I just wanted to build a relationship with the local coaches and use that as an opportunity to work with these young players with some of those fundamentals and things that they needed to work on to be able to take the game to another level.
All right, so now if you had it to do, you've been in the business a long time, do you think start the kids as little as they can be?
Now I got a group right now, some second graders, third and fourth graders, and you're real careful about introducing things to them too early.
That's right.
But actually, they really catch on really well. There's some of the older kids that, when they haven't been introduced to it, it's a little harder for them to catch on.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah,
that.
the younger the better. Yeah, the
How do
younger
you
the better.
recognize the kids who really have the passion for it versus the kids who maybe the parents just push them to?
We tell them body language screams. When they walk in, it tells you everything.
You can see an air of confidence in them.
You can see it. When they're passionate about playing, they come in and they want to stay a little bit extra and do some drills and work out with the older group, or they always have questions for you. So you can really tell. A parent will call and say, hey, this kid's outside or out in the garage working. So you can tell the difference in the kids that are
Now, what about your
passionate
camps? What about these camps that you hold? You host?
Yeah, I've been able to do quite a few camps. Started out, my very first camp we did was called the Advanced Guard Camp. And we had we didn't know at the time, but that very first camp, we had about 30 kids. When we look back over the register of people that registered for the camp, there was over 15, 16 players that played college ball.
Wow.
So we didn't know how special that group was.
That's right.
And I didn't realize the passion that I have. After that camp ended, now I knew at that point that this is what I really wanted to do.
You could feel it.
Right. We've been able to do a regional girls, high school girls camp that we've done the first week in October the last couple of years. That's gotten some national exposure where we had some people come in and evaluate. Yeah. And the beauty of that is that a lot of times our kids locally feel like we got to go to Atlanta or go to some far place and play a lot of money to get the exposure.
Come on.
But we were able to bring that exposure right here. And so I think that was a good thing for the kids.
So now tell me about girls. The girls get out there and play, and the boys get out there and play. Mm-hmm. And do you see girls that have as much fire as boys?
Probably more, a lot of times. There's so much more passionate. There's so much more attention to detail sometimes. A lot of times guys get together and play pickup ball at the gym, and sometimes you can go and have a couple good games and get I try to tell some of my guys, they get a false sense of sometimes of how good they are.
Yes, that's what young lawyers are too.
But girls don't play as much, pickup ball as much. So when they come into the skill sessions, it's a lot more intense, a lot more focused.
Do you think the girls' minds actually are maturing faster than the boys, or you don't really see that?
I mean it varies. You would think that sometime.
Treva was a ball player.
No, volleyball.
Volleyball was your game.
I played volleyball.
Oh, okay.
I played basketball. My father played basketball.
Okay.
Yeah, he was great.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So what is like the #1 thing that when people come, like my son, he attends he attends on Saturday sessions, and he's working on his dribbling. How important is it to dribble? A good dribble.
Motor skills. Go ahead.
Man, we just tell them that the ball handling is probably out the gate the most important skill.
Ball handling.
Yeah,
skills.
being able I tell all my players, I don't want you to be a dribbler. You know, it's
Okay.
a big difference between
Is
being
there?
a dribbler and a ball handler.
Oh, really?
You know, everybody can dribble. Everybody can't really.
Kevin can dribble.
Really
Yeah, I
handle.
want to
I can
teach him
handle.
some
I
of those
can.
round the back moves.
How did you
Round
do
the
that?
back.
She thinks that the ball's going down that way, and I'm throwing it. And Treva said, "Why'd you do that,
That's a
Kevin?" I
globe
said,
trot. He got
"Yeah,
some
that's
globe
See,
the
trot.
Kevin,
Top
when he
end.
played, he would sit the bench, but I was just.
No, we just got a lot of players, man, who just get intimidated by people pressuring them and getting
Yes.
close to them, and those ball handling drills just really give you that confidence.
I believe
feel
it.
comfortable to
So
be
is
able
that
to
what
go.
you tell the kids, this is how you do it? You show them, you give them the skills that they need.
Yeah, you know, we tell them you can do drills all day long, but I think important what I try to do is explain to them when and why
Yes.
and where. You know, it's hard to apply. We say when you don't know why. One of my mentors always told me that. So I always try to make sure that we try to explain to them why we do stuff.
Yeah.
You know what was interesting? I remember I used to watch my boys play ball, and KC, he's a doctor now, and I used to tell him, I said, get aggressive, get that ball. I didn't know a whole lot about it, but I said, get that ball.
That's right.
And so then, you know, later, when he went on to college and he ran for president, you got to be aggressive. They're not
Right.
going to just give you the
You have to be
presidency.
aggressive.
You know, we tell the kids all the time, you know, I just put a post up the other day, a lot of players that do the drills, and they'll go and play AAU, and then when they go back to their high school teams or their middle school teams, you know, I tell them stop hiding. You know, they kind of blend in. They
Yes.
don't want to make mistakes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, it's
Stand
true.
out.
Right. And I was
Stand
telling
out.
them an interesting stat. If you look at in the NBA, the top 10, top 20 players all time leading scores, those same players are in the top 10 or 15 in turnovers. So
They're taking a chance.
So it tells you you can still be great and make mistakes.
Absolutely.
So what do you think are, with so many scouts, what do you think they're looking for? I have a son or a daughter, and this is their senior year, and they've been
Right.
playing basketball.
What's the scouts
what are they
looking for?
You know, they're looking for, normally looking for a little bit sooner than that, probably
Really?
sophomore. They're looking at freshmen and sophomores, but first and foremost, I don't think kids understand is they're looking at their grades. They're looking at their grades. They want to know that they can handle the load when they get to college academically.
Yeah.
Discipline. They also look at, they're looking at your character. They're looking at your social media. They're looking at how you interact. I had a coach tell me that when I'm recruiting you, and I watch you walk in the gym. I watch how you respond to your coach. Are you making eye contact? I
Yes.
respond to
Good.
how you interact with your teammates. Are you a leader? Are
Yeah,
you,
body
do you
language,
make people
yes.
around you better?
Come on.
So-
I like that, and you can
Right.
actually see out there, you know, this is it, where the time, the pressure's on, put your main man, the one you got to count on.
Right.
You
Yeah.
got to put him in command, because then that's how you win the tournaments.
I tell a lot of my players in our practices, you know, they're required to high five each other and a lot of positive touches, we
Yes.
call it. And we tell them you can be as good individually as you want to be, but if you can't make people around you better and make everybody, then
It's
That's
good.
not gonna
wonderful.
Boom. Come on, Gary.
Yeah.
I love it.
So what's
Yeah.
one of your favorite inspirational quotes that you live by, one of your mottos, your favorite saying?
I already know
That's right.
one.
Okay.
You're in it to win it. Go
Okay.
ahead, Terry.
That's a pretty good one.
We won't
Um,
quit. Go ahead. I'm
And
going to
it
start.
applies to basketball. My grandfather always told me to treat others the way you want to be treated, and I relate that to basketball and playing at different levels. Sometimes you might have a player, me maybe being a better player on the team, and maybe it's a player that maybe not as a good player. Always making them feel like they're just as important.
Yes, I love it.
Making that person feel like, hey, look, you're just important part of this team as anyone else.
Amen.
And as a young player, I was kind of in high school sometimes. You know, I was the young guy, and you kind of go through that hazing process. But I always said when I was in a leadership position,
Come on.
I wanted to make sure that those younger players got my leadership and understood that they were just as important as anybody else
Now,
on the team.
what do you do when you have that team real quickly and say they're on that losing streak? How does the coach just
Turn
keep
it
them
around.
motivated?
How do you
yes,
come
how
on?
do you do that?
That's tough. You know, you got to stick to the script. You gotta stay in the gym and work. But the biggest thing is just making sure you stay together. A lot of times you get to losing games and everybody will go out
Split off.
separately.
Come on, you're right.
Yeah. So
Oh,
the
man.
biggest thing is just finding a win in every situation.
like life.
It's
My high
just
school
like
coach, I remember this. We were down 20 points in a game going into the fourth quarter, and he says, "Hey, look, let's win this quarter." you know, we may not win the game, but let's win this quarter.
That's good advice.
Yeah, and if we win this quarter,
Yes.
maybe we can take that momentum instead of laying down and getting beat 30.
Yep.
Well, Playmaker Basketball has joined us today. We want to thank you, Terry
Yes, Terry,
Boykin.
we love it.
All of his
That's
information
good.
is on our screen. Check him out, visit him on the web, and thank you so much for being a part of the Treva and Kevin show today.
No problem.
Okay?
Thanks for having me.
You're
Yeah,
awesome.
it's good.
All right.
Real good.
Playmaker.
Right, take him to the law firm. Here we go.
Let's go.
Winning.
Whoop, whoop. Oh.
Y'all stay tuned.
My name is Maurice Hampton. I graduated from Austin P in 2006. I started working out with Terry 2002, my freshman year. I'm currently playing overseas. I'm over there now 5 years.
Hello, my name is Drake Reed. I've been with Playmaker Basketball for about 8 years, working out with Terry Boykin. And throughout this time, he's trained me through my time at Northeast High School, Austin P State University, playing my first 2 professional seasons, one with the Ballarat Miners in Australia and my second professional season in France for ALM Evro. It's been a great time working out with him. He's definitely taken my game to new heights each and every year.
He's taught me a lot in reference to developing my skills. I really wish I would have started a long time ago with Terry because he not only incorporates the skills, but he shows you the fundamentals of the game.
Playmaker Basketball Academy has helped my game, through leaps and bounds. I can remember starting off as probably 16 or 17 years old working out with Terry, and I had to switch from playing center for my high school team to playing a lot of point forward. So he was able to help me develop my skills in playing a point guard position, shooting guard and small forward. So he was able to prepare me to play all 5 positions. He definitely has opened a lot of things up for me, not just from a skills and drill standpoint, but from an IQ standpoint, as far as telling you when and when not to do things, building up your confidence and really making you feel as if your potential is unlimited, which it really is.
I recommend it to anyone, to anyone, everyone, because if you join Playmaker Basketball, you'll realize that if you put in more hard work, then you're gonna get the outcome that you're looking for.
It's the Treva and Kevin Show.
We are back. Thank you so much for all of you who tune in every week to watch the Treva and Kevin show.
Yeah, it's really fun. We enjoy all our different guests bringing information and motivation, showing a little bit in their world. Otherwise, you never get to see it, never get to learn about it.
Absolutely. Well, this segment we're going to talk about, Kevin and I, we're doing some great things. And December the 10th, Kevin, I have an event.
Got the
that's
big
coming up.
event.
That's right. It's coming to the James E. Bruce Convention Center, and it's called Leading Ladies and Magnificent Men.
Yes.
And it's a power event, gala luncheon. And we're supporting Tabernacle Christian School. We're giving back to the homeless, and we're also supporting the work that we do at through Team Purpose Prison Ministry.
Yes.
And Team Purpose, you've been blessed by the prison
Oh,
ministry.
wow.
Let's talk about that.
Everyone, some of the people at the office said that time, said, Kevin, why are you going to the prisons? Those people don't really have the money to try to help. And I said, we didn't go because of me. We went because of thee.
Of thee, that's right.
And golly, when you
Yes.
hear ministers say there's a hunger and a thirst for righteousness.
Absolutely.
You go behind prison bars. They ask me sometimes, do you ever do any time with Treva? I said, yeah, we did some time.
We have.
Behind
Lots of it.
bars,
That's
we've done a
right.
lot. And it was a great time. You brought some of the greatest motivational
Yeah.
speakers that ever was that came back there.
And you are a great MC. And they love Kevin. Standing room, standing ovation. They
It's
love
always-
it. And they're shouting, Kevin, Kevin,
Yeah, and
Kevin. I love it.
It is a fun time
Yes.
where we are so blessed
Absolutely.
that why can't we give and bring a little joy? Remember my pastor used to say, he said, Kevin, except by the grace of God, there goes you or I. And those words have never been more true than when I was actually by. And you and I were back there, and the camera people, they had been average people that had a bad situation, and now they're locked in prison for years and years and years. And so, yeah, it is a blessing, and I'm so thrilled. I learned a lot by going back there,
I have
and
too.
I'm blessed that you came along and said, Kevin, won't you come?
That's
And
right.
I'd been resistant.
I didn't think you would come.
We resisted, but then ever since that
Ever since.
once your eyes are opened up to a whole new arena of loving, and it's a pure love, it's a
Yes.
Christian love, there's no hidden agenda back there.
Absolutely.
And so it is a beautiful thing. I want to salute you. And you bring those Christmas presents and gifts to people. Many times they are forgotten. They believe they're forgotten, but they are not really.
It's an important time of the year.
It sure
and
is.
so we want you to come out December the 10th. We're supporting that ministry, Team Purpose. Bobby Jones is expected to be there. Joshua Rogers. We're honoring 25, including the Kennedy Law Firm.
Wow,
We're honoring the
thank
law
you.
firm on December the 10th. We want you to come out. Red carpet event. Great guests in the house. Billy Mason will be there. Adrian Longoria from Nashville, Entertainment Nashville. Come out for an exciting time, and it's hosted by Rick Joyner and also Katie Gamble and special guest minister of music Joshua Rogers. Have you ever heard Joshua Rogers sing?
Well, you know, I've seen the other prior events when it was standing room only.
Yes.
Enthusiasm when you pull into the parking lot. Parking lots are jammed, and as you come in, it has a festive, fun atmosphere.
We like that.
Inspirational. Everyone's dressed to the hill,
Yes.
and it's just such a wonderful time to celebrate. And I salute you for putting that together.
Thank
the only you know, I don't know anybody that can put these massive events on except.
Well, you've done
Treva.
it. You did it several years ago.
Well, I pulled a few big ones myself
That
over the
you
years.
had a part. You had something, a celebration. How many years at your
Yeah,
law
we
firm?
had a 25-year anniversary at the Kennedy Law Firm and had over 1,000 in attendance. So
Sure
some people
did.
said, well, we had a little gathering over at your house and we had 10 or 15. I said, yeah, praise the Lord, we had 1,000.
On the lawn.
And we had to
Yes.
have had a whole church, and we made a donation to their church, and they helped park cars
It was
that evening.
beautiful.
It was a magnificent time.
So
Get
come
together,
out, yep.
food, fellowship, fun.
And that's what we'll do, 5-star luncheon, come out, powerful event. The website is trevagordon.com. Go there. I would love to see you there. Hey, come sit with me. Kevin will be there.
Yeah.
Meet some people from the Kennedy Law Firm.
Right.
And we just wanted to take this opportunity to motivate you. And then Kevin, we want him to talk about his book. And at the end of the show, we're going to take you back to my skydiving video.
Oh, brother.
That
Come
was
on.
amazing.
Some
Jalen,
amazing event.
Tanya Davis, you were out there. What was going on in your mind?
I was looking out there at all those people with so much courage.
Yes.
It takes some courage to get up there and jump out of that thousands of feet.
Or
up
to
there.
write a book.
Well, it
Okay.
takes courage to write a book. It does. Absolutely. My new book that we're working on, we hope to get it published this year. It's The Law of Relationships.
Okay.
And it's battling the me mentality. The me mentality, we all have to. Everybody wants, this is my life, my job, my career, my wants.
Yes.
This is my car, my home, my future plans. But in relationships, I tell the young lawyers, we had several working on that project, and I said, if you'll master the relationships in your life, you will get rich.
Really?
And if you don't master them, you'll be broke. And I tell the young lawyers when I hire them, I said, now, if you can learn these principles, golly, if you made $1 million and you had a big lawsuit, if you went through a divorce, it's all gone. So you've wasted it or do you really want to invest into the good seed? The rich, the poor, the young, the old, everybody struggles with relationships.
Yeah.
My book addresses that. And
Why
it's
is that?
31 years of my life, so much pain has come in the home because people always thought about me. It's what I want, when I want, how I want it, and as fast as I want it, and we've got to fight that. And so with that, I can't tell you the number of successful, rich families that have agonized over the relationship with their children. I can't tell you the people who've got mansions and palaces
Yes.
and fancy cars,
Yes.
and they're heartbroken because their relationship and the marriage fell apart. And so the book addresses a whole lot of those. And the truth of the matter is, if you don't have an issue in your family like that, you say, thank the Lord. But there's extended family. There's no such thing as the perfect family.
So what do you think are some of the things that people ignore in these early relationships?
A lot of
maybe
time-
if we pay attention,
Yes.
maybe those relationships will last.
Well, they take each other for granted, just like mind your business relationship. It's powerful. When you and I work together, we
Yes.
can get so much more accomplished. And we leverage on all the people that I know, and we leverage on all the people
it's more
you know.
powerful.
Absolutely. And you take the two of us, well, we're a tough team.
Yes.
And so you know it, I know it, the producers of the TV show know it, and everybody that we come in contact. You show me a family that sticks together, I'll show you a hard bunch to beat. Because even in the lawsuits that we've had the privilege over the years, when daddy and mama and the children are there and say, we're not going to give up, there comes a intestinal fortitude that don't jump on that family because they will fight to the death.
Yes.
And there's some things worth living for and some things worth fighting for. I've seen that in the power of the church. You know, if you
And
say,
the prayer.
golly.
Prayer works.
Prayer
I remember
works.
I had a situation years ago, and I walked into your law firm, and
Yes.
I was devastated because there was someone that was trying to
I remember
destroy my business.
Come on.
But you said, there's power in prayer.
I remember
and
it
let's
well.
pray,
Yes.
because where 2 or 3 gather, you know,
In
God
His
is in the
name.
midst. That's right.
Amen. Amen. I remember that. And remember that day when you came, you were devastated.
I was.
I didn't give you any money. I
No.
didn't give you $100,000. Didn't give you $1 million. I gave you a word. And you've got to agree that when we came out of that meeting, we were stronger
We were.
because of the word and the prayer. And
That's
we
right.
marched out. Now, just go ahead and tell them, was the victory already
The
ours?
victory was ours.
Come on.
And I said, let's go to court. And I mean, you are an attorney, so
Yes.
the first thing.
I mean, that's my life.
That's right.
Yeah, but you know, there's a higher. When God, my brother Glenn sings a song, he said, when there seems to be no way, God will make a way. So even when this relationship is falling apart, I will say this, there is no relationship that you can't save. Now sometimes it'll take more time than you wanted to wait. And sometimes it'll be more expense than you wanted to spend. But the truth, every relationship with the right formula, the right advice, it can be saved. And it's true, it takes 2 to tango.
Yes.
But my book is meant to save
And
relationships.
what do you have if one who's tangling, they're going in a different direction, and you're
Come
trying
on.
to go this way? How can you bring the two together?
Well, we've said it before, it takes a village to raise a child. And that's the same thing about our relationships and our friends. And that's why we like to have godly counsel. If I decided to have people in my life that teach you everything of the world, then someday I'm going to get some bad advice, someday I'm going to listen to some, and it's going to bring me some heartache and heartbreak.
Yes. Well, it has been a delight. This show, people who inspire.
Yeah, let's do
Terry
it.
Boykin was on the earlier part of our show. Kevin is inspiring you all with his new book that's coming. I hopefully will inspire you with this jump that
Come on,
you'll
do
see at the airfield. We were at the Waverly School.
Yeah.
And
Long ways.
That's right. So December the 10th, y'all come on out to see us Leading Ladies, Magnificent Men. It's a wonderful show, Kevin.
Great time.
All right. Thank you so much for watching.
See you soon.
God bless you.
God bless you.
Queen City College, the Style Institute, is ready to make you look and feel fabulous. Queen City College is a great place to relax and have your new hairstyle created, or have a body wrap or a rejuvenating hot stone back treatment. Why not get a facial too? It's all right here in one stop and costs half of what everyone else charges. Grab a quick haircut in the barber school or get a manicure or pedicure from one of their many skilled students. Walk-ins are always welcome, so find us in Clarksville or in our new branch located in Paris, Tennessee.
Queen City College, the Style Institute. Call us today or find us on Facebook.
Hi, I'm Kevin Kennedy with the Kennedy Law Firm. You know, it's been said that strong people stand up for themselves and stronger stand up for others. Well, that's the philosophy at the Kennedy Law Firm. We take it as a great privilege and honor to stand beside you and to stand up for you. So in your time of need, call the Kennedy Law Firm. That's area code 931-645-9900. We're committed to helping people.